This is to program the TownSteel RFID lock. This is the FCE model. This will also work on the FME models. We're going to do the 4000 series, which is the lockdown series. We use an encrypted RFID card. These are only for use on TownSteel locks. You cannot buy a generic key card and use it on these locks. Each key card is labeled with what it's used for. Programming key card is this one, and it'll have that up there. You can't program it for anything else. It can only be a programming key card. On the back side, it'll describe a little bit of the function of the programming key card. So in order to start using this lock, right now it's in construction mode. So we have a construction key card, and we swipe that on there, and it'll go ahead and open the lock for 5 seconds and then lock down. All locks shipped from the factory are in construction mode. So we're going to go ahead and initialize this. So every property will get a programming, clear, and register key cards. These are used to initialize the lock. They're also used for other functions as well. So in order to initialize the lock, we go ahead and use the programming key card, the clear key card, and the register key cards last. That initializes the lock. It now will no longer work on the construction mode. So if I use the construction key card, I'll get 3 beeps and it no longer works. So this is now initialized, and it will only work with these 3 cards, the programming, clear, and register cards. You can't use another register, programming, or key card on this lock. So in order to add cards or users to this lock, we use the programming key card. Programming key card will add users or add information to the lock. So we swipe the programming key card, it'll blink, and it'll stay in programming mode for 8 seconds after the last card was used, the last valid card was used. So we're going to program our lockdown cancel key card. We're going to program our office key card, and we're going to program our user key card, and we're going to program the RCU. It goes out of programming mode for after 8 seconds. We just go ahead and swipe the programming key card again. I'm going to try the user key card, the lockdown cancel key card, the office key card, the RCU, press the button, the emergency button, and then there's also an RFID chip in there also to act as an office key card. We're going to let that time out. After 8 seconds, it's timed out. We use an office key card, swipe that, the lock will open, and it'll remain open until you swipe the office key card again. Once you swipe it again, it goes into lockdown. A user key card will open the lock for 5 seconds, and then it will lock down after that. The lockdown cancel key card is used when you use the RCU, the remote control unit, to activate the emergency lockdown. So if we swipe an office key card, the lock is open. We're going to use the RCU, press the emergency button, the unit will start blinking red, and it locks down. You can still get into the lock. Obviously from the inside is always egress. From the outside locked, but if you use a user card, for this model, it will open for 2 seconds, and an office key card will open the lock for 2 seconds. Okay. There's an office key card embedded in here also that'll open for 2 seconds. The remote control unit will not turn the lock off. It'll just remain in lockdown mode, so it will only lock down the lock on this model. So in order to cancel the lockdown, we use the lockdown cancel key card. And that stops the blinking, and that stops the lockdown. And then when you use an office key card at that point, it opens and it remains open until you use the office key card again. Now it locks down. So it's back to regular mode. In order to draw information out of the lock, we use a clear card. The clear key card will pull information out. If you want to delete an office card, you want to delete a user card, or if you want to load information onto your database card, you can do that. So if we use the clear key card, it's pretty much like the programming. It'll stay active for 8 seconds. I'm going to delete this office key card, and then I'll let it time out. All you do is clear and then swipe the card that you want to delete. Okay. This office key card should no longer work. 3 beeps, doesn't work. User key card still works. There's an office key card embedded in here, and that will still work also. It only deletes the card that you swiped. So this stays open. Let me lock it again. Lock. So I'm going to add that card back. So I used that programming card, and then use my office key card that I just deleted. It will only delete that specific office key card. Also, each of these key cards has a serial number, a unique serial number on the back. It's recommended that you log these serial numbers, much like a master key system. Log the serial number and where it's being used or who's using it as part of your key control or card control, key card control. Okay, that key card, the office key card, is back in the system. So let me lock the lock. So now we're going to essentially download the information from the lock onto the database key card. And this will allow us to, one, just keep the information on the database key card, and then we can go from lock to lock and essentially clone each lock with the database key card. So in order to get information out of the lock, we use the clear card, and that what essentially deletes cards. It pulls information out of the lock. We put clear, and then we put the database key card. On the database, it's got more memory and it takes a little longer. So you hear the beep and then a second beep. So that database key card is now got the information of all the programming that we've done in there. Essentially, any card that was verified and authenticated to use, it's now on here, and we can clone that lock. So what I'm going to do is put this into factory mode again. So in order to put it into factory mode, we use the clear and programming key cards. So we go clear, clear, programming, programming, and you get the double beep at the end. It's now in factory mode again, so we're going to use the construction key card, and that works. We'll try with the office key card, 3 beeps. The user key card, 3 beeps, nothing works. The RCU, no response. So if it's in factory mode, we can go ahead and just use the database key card that we've already had downloaded information onto, and just swipe that up against the lock. Same thing for pulling it out as putting it in. You have to wait a while, you get the double beep at the end. So this lock was now cloned to what we originally had it programmed to. So if I use the user key card that I had, it works. If I use the office key card, it works. The RCU, it's in lockdown mode. The lockdown cancel key card cancels it out. So that's the basic program. One more thing, let's go ahead and delete all of a certain type of key card in the lock. So in order to do that, instead of just using the clear key card and then a user key card or an office key card, we go clear, clear, and then we have to use the type of card or RCU that we're going to delete, and then use clear one more time. So in order to delete, let me say we're going to delete all the office key cards. Office key cards and user key cards are considered the same type of key card. So if you delete all the office, you'll delete all the user also. So let me clear, clear, and I'll use an office key card. And then I have to swipe clear again. And you get the double beep at the end. And it's not the same as clearing and it stays in programming mode or clear mode for 8 seconds. It turns off after the double beep. So if I try to use my office key cards now, I get 3 beeps, doesn't work. User key card, 3 beeps, same thing. Office key card, 3 beeps. The other stuff still works. Lockdown cancel will work, the RCU will work. If I push the RCU, it goes into lockdown mode and my lockdown cancel key card still works. So if you want to delete all the RCUs, you go clear, clear, push the button on the RCU, and then clear again. And that'll delete all the RCUs. So if I go ahead and use this RCU now, there's no response. So I'm going to put this lock back into factory mode so that the construction key card works. So in order to do that, we do clear, clear, programming, programming. So clear, clear, programming, programming. You get the red and the blue. If I use construction key card, it works. Locks down. 3 beeps on all the other stuff. Lockdown cancel key card. Office key card. RCU, no response. So that's the basic programming for the RFID lock.